Hello everyone, I am Remya, faculty at Silver Hills Public School. Welcome to Maths class. Here I will be discussing the topic fractions. Let me begin the topic with a small story. This is Tony. Tony celebrated Christmas with two of his friends. And you know what is special about Christmas? Yeah, it's a cake. Tony's mother made a delicious cake on that day. And you know how she divided the cake? She divided the cake equally among three. So all were very happy. So when we divide an object into equal parts, each part is a fraction. Each part is a fraction. Now let us learn more about fractions. 1/2. What is 1/2? Here you can see a yummy pizza. You all like to eat pizza, right? So I am going to divide this pizza into two equal parts. See how I am going to divide the pizza? Yeah, I divided the pizza into two equal parts. So 1 out of 2 equal parts is called 1/2. And it is written as 1/2 and read as 1/2. 1/2. Now, in 1/2, what is 1? 1 is number of equal parts are taken out or considered. And what is 2? 2 is the total number of equal parts the whole is divided into. Now, see this pizza? It's a whole pizza and I divided this pizza into two equal parts. So, one part is 1/2, the next part is another half. So from this we can make a conclusion that two halves together make a whole. So half plus half is equal to 1. Half plus half is equal to 1. Two halves together make a whole. Now these are some examples, real life examples. Here you can see half of a biscuit, two halves of a tomato, here half of an apple, here two halves of watermelon. Now see these figures. Here the shaded part, we are going to write the fraction of the shaded part. Here this figure is divided into two halves. And what is the shaded part? The fraction of shaded part is 1/2. Here you can see a circle. The circle is divided into two equal parts and one part is shaded. So we have to write 1 out of 2. Okay, now see this rectangle. This rectangle is divided into two equal parts and one part is shaded. So how can we write the fraction? 1 out of 2. Okay. So here is a question. Is it half? Here in this picture we can see that a chocolate is broken down into two pieces. And it is very clear that this part of the chocolate is smaller than this part. Okay, so what is half actually? Half is 1 out of 2 equal parts. Here the parts are not equal. We cannot say that it is half each. So from this we can make a conclusion that when the part of a whole is not equally divided, they don't form fractions. Now next we are going to see what is 1/3. Here you can see the pizza is divided into 3 equal parts. Here you can find one part of that. So when we divide something into 3 equal parts, each part is called 1/3 or 1/3. It is written as 1/3 and read as 1/3. Now these are some examples. Here the circle is divided into 3 equal parts and one part is shaded. So how can we write the fraction? It is 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. Now see this triangle, it is divided into 3 equal parts and one part is shaded. So we can write this as 1 by 3. And see this rectangle here, this part is divided into, this rectangle is divided into 3 parts and one part is shaded. So we can write the fraction as 1 by 3. Now next is 1/4. Here you can see this pizza is divided into 4 equal parts and here you can find one part of that. That means 1 out of 4 equal parts is called 1/4 or another name is 1/4. It is written as 1 by 4 and read as 1/4. Now when we combine all these 4 pieces, we will get a whole pizza. Now next we are going to see unit fraction. What is actually unit fraction? One part of a whole is unit fraction. Now here the circle is divided into 2 equal parts and one part is shaded. So we can say that it is 1 by 2 or 1/2. Now see the next figure. The circle is divided into 3 equal parts and one part is shaded. So it is 1 by 3 or 1/3. Here the circle is divided into 4 equal parts and one part is shaded. So it will be 1 by 4 or 1/4 or 1/4. Now here the circle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts and one part is shaded. So it is 1 by 5 or 1/5. Here you can see the circle is divided into 6 parts and one part is shaded. It will be 1 by 6 or 1/6. Now here the circle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parts and one part is shaded. So the fraction is 1 by 10 or 1/10. Now we are going to see it's a fraction whole. Whole, you know whole is 1. So 2 halves together make 1. 3 1/3 together make 1. 4 1/4 together make 1. 5 1/5 together make 1. Like that fraction goes. So 10 1 by 10s makes 1. Now we are going to see the terms of fraction. Numerator and denominator are the 2 terms of fraction. Now let us see what is numerator and what is denominator. Numerator. Here in this 1 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator. Actually what is 1? The number of equal parts that we are considering, that is numerator. And what is 3? The number of equal parts the whole is divided into. So we are writing numerator above the line and denominator below the line. Now here we can see a rectangle, it's divided into 3 equal parts and one part is shaded. So we can say that it is, the fraction of this figure is 1 by 3. Now let us identify the numerator and denominator. The fraction given here is 6 by 8. What is the numerator here? It is 6. And what is the denominator? 8. It is below the line. Now what is the denominator and numerator in this? Numerator is above the line, that is 3, and denominator is below the line, that is 10. Now what about this 9 by 12? What is the numerator in this? 9, and what is the denominator? 12. Now we are going to find the fraction of the shaded part. Here you can see a circle. Circle is divided into 2 equal parts and one part is shaded. So how can we write the fraction? 1 out of 2 equal parts. Now see the next figure. Here the rectangle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts. And how many parts are shaded here? 1, 2, 3 parts are shaded. So how can we write the fraction? 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Now next we are going to find the fraction of the shaded and unshaded part of the figure. Now see this figure, it's a rectangle and it is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. And in that how many parts are shaded? 1, 2, 3 parts are shaded. So how can we write the fraction? 3 out of 4 parts are shaded. Now see, what about the unshaded part? Here you can see one part is unshaded. So we can write the fraction as 1 by 4. So when we combine this shaded and unshaded part, we'll get the whole figure. So when we combine shaded and unshaded, that means 3 by 4 and 1 by 4, we'll get the whole figure. Now see this triangle. This triangle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And out of 4, how many are shaded? One part. Only one part is shaded. So we can write the fraction as 1 by 4. And what about the unshaded part? 1, 2, 3. 3 parts are unshaded. So we can write the unshaded fraction as 3 by 4. So when we combine shaded and unshaded, we'll get whole figure. So 1 by 4 and 3 by 4 make a whole. Now see the next figure. Here the circle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. And in that how many parts are shaded? 3 parts are shaded. So how can we write this shaded part fraction? 3 by 8. And what about unshaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts are unshaded. So we can write 5 by 8. So when we combine 3 by 8 and 5 by 8, that means shaded and unshaded, we'll get the whole figure. That means whole. Next, this figure is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. And how many parts are shaded here? 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are shaded. So we can write the fraction as 4 out of 6. And what about the unshaded part? 1, 2 parts are unshaded. So we can write the unshaded part as 2 by 6. So when we combine 4 by 6 and 2 by 6, we'll get, when we combine these two, we'll get a whole. The whole figure. We'll get the whole figure. Okay. Now next we are going to do an exercise. Fill in the blanks. Dash out of dash equal parts are shaded. So here you can find how many parts are shaded, that you have to write. How many parts? 2 parts. So 2 out of, how many equal parts are here? 3. So 2 out of 3 equal parts are shaded. So we can say that dash part of the shape is shaded. What part of the shape is shaded? 2 by 3 of the shape is shaded. Now see the next figure. Dash out of dash equal parts are shaded. So how many parts are shaded here? 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are shaded. So 4 out of, how many equal parts are here? How many equal triangles are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 parts are there. So 4 out of 16 equal parts are shaded. 16 equal parts are shaded. And dash of the shape is shaded. 4 by 16 of the shape is shaded. Now we are going to find the missing fraction. Here you can see what is 1 by 4 actually in this figure, the shaded part fraction. So 1 by 4, and what about the unshaded portion? 1, 2, 3. 3 out of 4. So 3 by 4, 1 by 4 and 3 by 4 make a whole. That means shaded part fraction plus unshaded part fraction make a whole, one whole, the whole figure. Now we are going to find fractions. What is fractions of collections? Here in this we are going to find half of 8. So how many mangoes are here? 8 mangoes are here. And we are going to find half of 8. Half means 1 out of 2 equal parts. So we have to divide these mangoes into 2 equal parts, 2 equal parts. So I am going to divide this one group, another group. Okay. So in one group how many mangoes are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another group, next group 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I divided these mangoes into 2 equal halves. So in one group how many are there? 4. So actually 1 by 2 of 8 is what? 1 by 2 of 8 is 4. One group how many mangoes? 4 mangoes. Okay, or we can do like this, 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Now next, now we are going to find 1 by 3 of 12. That means 12 balls are here. We have to divide these 12 balls into 3 equal groups. So how can we divide this? So I am going to divide one group, second group, third group. Now see, in one group how many balls are there? In one group 1, 2, 3, 4 balls are there. So what is 1 by 3 of 12? It is 4. Or we can find like this, 12 divided by 3. You know division, right? 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now see the next. Here we are going to find 1 by 4 of 8. Here you can find 8 fish. We have to divide this into 4 equal groups. So how will we divide? So we will divide like this, one group, second group, third group and fourth group. So see, in one group how many fish? 2 fish. So 1 by 4 of 8 is what? 1 by 4 of 8 is 2. Or we can find 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Now see the next figure. Here you can find 20 stars and we have to find 1 by 5 of 20. So we have to divide these stars into 5 equal groups. So I am going to divide like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I divided these stars into 5 groups. Now see, in one group how many stars are there? 4 stars are there. So 1 by 5 of 20 is what? 4. Or we can do like this, 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. Okay. Now let us solve this. What is 1 by 4 of 32? We have to divide 32 divided by 4. 32 by 4 will get 8 as the answer. Now what is 1 by 2 of 20? 20 divided by 2 will get 10 as the answer. Now what is 1 by 6 of 42? 42 divided by 6 will get 7 as the answer. Now what about 1 by 7 of 56? 56 divided by 7 will get 8 as the answer. Now let us solve this problem. Sonam had 8 candies. How many candies? 8 candies. And she ate how many of them? 3 of them. What fraction of candies is left with her? So what is the total number of candies Sonam had? 8. And number of candies left with Sonam, how will we find number of candies left with Sonam? Sonam ate 3 candies. That means 8 minus 3, you will get 5. So with Sonam, how many candies are now? 5 candies. Now fraction of candies left with her. How will we find the fraction? We got 5 candies left with her. Out of how many candies were there? 8 candies. So 5 out of 8. Now next question. Pankaj has got 40 marbles. He lost 16 out of them. What fraction of marbles is left with him? So what is the total number of marbles with Pankaj? 40. And number of marbles left with him. He lost how many marbles? 16. So we have to minus 40 minus 16, will get 24. Okay, now how can we write the fraction? 24 out of, what is the total number of marbles? 40. 24 out of 40. Fraction in day-to-day life. So we use fraction in our day-to-day activities without even realizing it. For example, in kitchen, your mama must have used the term 1/4 cup of water, 1/3 glass of milk, 1/2 tablespoons of salt or sugar. And there are some more examples. Here you can see measuring spoon. On that spoon you can see the fractions 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. And if some road work is there, then you can see this kind of board. A road work half a mile. Then clock. What is the time there? It is 12:15. Actually it is 12:15. And here speed limit 15, 3/4. 3/4 fraction you can find. And on the glass, this is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. 4/4 make a whole. Okay, let's sum up. So we learned fraction equal parts of a whole. Then numerator we are writing above the line, and it is actually the number of equal parts out of which we are considering. Then denominator, the total number of parts, the whole is divided. Then fractions of collections. With this, we have come to an end of this session. Thank you.